Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Dickermax. It's a tier 6 German premium tank destroyer. It's located on the north spawn of Redshire, and this one's under the command of Baines. Yes, he's back again, and this time with a different tank destroyer. He was in the SU-130 last time you saw him. This time round, the Dickermax, which is quite an unusual tank destroyer. Well, they only built two of them. It's armed with a 105mm main gun. They built them in, or Krupp built them actually, and they built them in 1941 and sent them off to Russia to see how good they were. And actually, one of them caught fire and blew up, but the other one actually was very successful. But it was eventually destroyed by the Russians, and the Russians didn't actually understand what it was. Although they took a picture of the vehicle after it was destroyed, it actually had killed a significant number of Russian tanks in the process. I believe it was something like 21 or 22 Russian tanks were destroyed by that one vehicle alone. So it was a very successful tank destroyer, even though they only built two of them. Now it's capable of doing 300 alpha, and with standard AP it will penetrate 169mm of armor. Remember, this is tier 6, so it's very effective at tier 6. With the premium rounds, and it's got APCR to use as premium, it'll do 227mm of armor. So yeah, it can be very deadly if it comes across even an enemy heavy. Now the reload by the book is 8.92 seconds. You can see, yeah, Baines has got 7.41. His first shot hits an M4A1, and he picks up 303 hit points, which is a high roll. And he kills a tank with his second shot and gets 263 hit points from that one. So he's only fired two shots, got hits with both of them, and he's up by 566 hit points already. Remember, this is a premium tank, and he's done it again. Hit the Leopard this time for 287, which is a low roll, and if that guy stays there, he's going to get killed. He is dead. Okay, we can see a T1 heavy, and we hit him. The Matilda's firing at us, but which is annoying because of course he can pen us. And he gets a second shot into the T1. So every shot that Baines has fired so far has hit the target. And again, the Brett Panther this time takes a hit, a high roll for 312. Wait for that reload. Well, that was a blind shot, so we don't know if that one hit. But now we do know there's an enemy tank nearby we can hit and penetrate easily. And, oh, that was a big hit. 312, high roll. He's pulling back. He knows he's under fire, and he's gone. That is unbelievable. I mean, Baines has probably had a hand in just about every enemy tank that died in the past few minutes. He's been tearing them apart. Now that Matilda fired us, and now he's been hit, and a high roll for 312. He's already up to nearly 2,500 hit points of damage, and the battle's only been going for about, well, just over 3 minutes. Now, as I said, this is a particularly effective tank destroyer. It doesn't have much in the way of armor. It's very thin on armor. The front armor, and he's got the Matilda. So he's now up to 2 kills. Yeah, the armor at the front is only 50mm, and at the sides it's 20mm. So it's only to stop shell splinters and bullets. It's very, very thin armor indeed. Just about anything that touches a Dickermax, especially an Arty, will severely damage it. But the thing is, it's that gun, and it's also the gun depression. The gun depression is 15 degrees. This is a ridgeline warrior and very dangerous to enemy tanks. Oh, that's the first shot that went astray, as far as we know. Okay, he's decided to leave his shooting nest because there's not many enemy tanks in sight that he can shoot at. He has to get closer to them in order to fire at them. But he's already earned just under 2,900 hit points of actual damage, and he got assist as well because he hit some of these vehicles and they got taken out afterwards. In fact, if they hadn't been hit by him, they wouldn't have been killed. The Leopard's one of those as an example. So he's had a major impact on this game, all from a little tank destroyer. I know a lot of people make jokes about the Dickomax and, you know, the fact that it's got a big PP. Okay, G-Row. Yeah. Low roll 295. But the fact of the matter is, if played correctly, this tank destroyer can be absolutely lethal. It just needs to be played from the right position and have the right person to do it. Now, it is fairly slow, 40 kilometers an hour. It's not a huge speed. As I said, it's vulnerable to enemy fire. It's kind of like it's kind of like a junior Exturmil, you know, you might say. Very, very like the Sturmil. It's got excellent view range as well. 400 meters view range. Hello, Mr. Red Panther. Oh, well, he's lucky because that shell ricocheted off the turret of the Red Panther. It should have gone straight through, but we're going to ridgeline him. And, oh, that one hit the tracks. But he did get one round into us. But we'll use our gun depression here. And hello. That one went through. Low roll 297. The Arty's trying to have a go at us now. There's only 4 enemies left. This could be... Oh, no, he's gone. There's the enemy gorilla. He auto-aimed onto that one. Got a 303, which is a high roll. Put a round into him. There's an enemy Porlac tank behind us. There's only 3 enemies left. The Porlac tank is the one who's actually causing the most bother to us because the gorilla, well, he's desperately trying to get resets and he's just been killed by our M5A1 Stuart, who's in the gap. And the Porlac tank's up north. We're just having a quick look round by Bane to see if there's anything else he can do. We can't see the Porlac, but our guys are moving forward to try and see if they can find him. The Valentine's moving. T-34 is near the cap area just in case, but of course I think he's an AFK, that guy. Pretty sure. And oh, he's poked himself over the ridgeline like that. That's not a good move, but he's doing it all the same. We are capping. The Porlac can't make it back to his own cap to reset, so this game will end in a victory for us, regardless. But will it end in a total defeat for the enemy? Oh, again! He hits the armor, but it doesn't pen. Okay, this is where he'll hit it again, and yet again. He's getting a yellow, so he needs to get... Oh, that's a red, that's a blue. That won't. That will. And that's the end of the game, because he got a kill, and it's all over. Well, that was a great game by Baines and Madge in a tank destroyer that turns out to be the butt of many, many jokes on World of Tanks. He managed to get an ace tanker in the Dickomax. He also picked up a bruiser for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 13. He got a 5 for effect for doing more damage than hit points with his own vehicle. And a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And on top of that, he got the high caliber as well for dealing the most damage in that game overall. Exceptionally good games. You can see the sheer number of tanks that he hit, and then other people killed directly after he got rid of most of their hit points. Let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see the highest damage in the game definitely went to Baines Smash with 4,106 hit points of damage. The nearest player to him was the Baguette Panther, who got 2,028, and the third place was the Porlac tank that he killed right at the end. He had 1,560. When it came to kills, well, yes, he shared that one with the AMX ELC Biz. They both had 3 kills apiece. 2 kills went to the M5A1 Stuart, the Matilda on their team, and on the enemy team, the Porlac tank got 2. And when it came to base XP, yeah, he's got that one too. So he's got the top in all 3 columns. And he's the only player to get over 1,000 base as well. 1,348, which is a very good score. 801 went to the AMX ELC Biz, and 705 went to the M5A1 Stuart. So a good game. 20 shots fired. Well, you do have 26 rounds of ammunition, so you've got plenty to play with, but he did burn up quite a lot, but he used standard ammo. He actually did 19 direct hits on the enemy, 14 penetrations, so only 1 shell actually went astray. The rest did hit the target, but he did have a couple of bounces off the the Baguette and also off the Porlac, which was surprising. 4,106 hit points of damage, of which 3,497 were at more than 300 meters. So most of the shots were at long range, and of course that has to be because this thing got such thin armor. If it gets spotted by the enemy, it's more than likely going to get penetrated. 2 hits received, 1 penetrated, 1 non-penetration. He was lucky on that one. That was the Matilda, by the way, who shot at him, and I think he actually hit the hull of the vehicle, not the or the tracks. And 1 enemy vehicle spotted, 11 enemy vehicles damaged, 3 were killed, and 468 hit points of damage assistance. Now, he earned a profit from this game, 34,174 credits, and that's even after he used consumables in this game as well. Because, of course, you can see he did not use much in the way of ammunition. Didn't need to use premium ammo, mainly because the penetration on the standard shell is good enough. It's a bit like the SU-130PM. Standard shells are valid. Same with the Nashorn as well. That's also another tank destroyer with standard ammo having huge amounts of pen, and so therefore you can generate vast amounts of profit just by playing them. He also earned a profit on the XP as well, 4,651 out of that one, because of course this is a premium vehicle, so it gets the premium bonus. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. It just goes to show that Dicamax is an underappreciated, and it is the butt of many jokes, but it is actually a damn fine tank destroyer when it's used in the right position. If you use this on a ridgeline with its gun depression, it's very difficult for the enemy to get at it because it's 15 degrees. Yeah, the enemy's not going to see much. They're just going to see that gun barrel, and that's all that they need to see before they die. Yeah, so have a lot of fun playing it if you do have one, because, of course, anyone can get a Dicamax because it's in the gift shop. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.